What's good? You just reacting to the worst pop deaths ever. If you watch me on YouTube, like, I'm subscribed to the notification every time I drop a video, and let's get into it.
Liam Payne. On October 16, 2024, 31-year-old Liam Payne checked into the Casa Sur Palermo Hotel in Buenos Aires, Argentina. The former One Direction member had been in Argentina attending a concert by his former bandmate Niall Horan. That afternoon, hotel staff became increasingly concerned about Payne's behavior in his third-floor room. Around 5 p.m., the hotel manager placed an urgent call to emergency services. In the recorded 911 call, the manager frantically reported that a guest was overwhelmed by drugs and alcohol and was destroying the room. The manager specifically expressed fear because the room had a balcony. Just minutes after that call, at approximately 5:07 p.m., a loud crash was heard in the hotel's interior courtyard. Liam Payne had fallen from his third-floor balcony. He landed in the
Dang!
courtyard below. Emergency responders arrived within minutes, but Payne was pronounced.
Bro, that's why sometimes I be scared to get on balconies. I be like, bro, what would happen if I literally just fall off? Like when I be on balconies, I be like, if I fall off this thing right now, it's crazy because I could just end it all right now. Like, man, I don't even know how to explain it.
Dead at the scene
Y'all feel me,
from
though.
multiple traumatic injuries
Y'all feel me,
sustained in the
though.
fall.
Y'all
When
feel
police
me, though,
entered
man.
Payne's hotel room, they found a chaotic scene. The television had been smashed. Aluminum foil, white powder, and drug paraphernalia were scattered around the
Whoa.
room. A half-drunk glass of champagne sat on a table. The room showed clear
Dang.
signs of a struggle or violent episode. Investigators determined that Payne had been alone in the room when he fell. Toxicology reports would later reveal the presence of multiple substances in his system. The exact circumstances of how he went over the balcony remained under investigation. The death shocked the music world. One Direction had been one of the biggest pop groups of the 2010s, and Payne had millions of fans worldwide. Payne's former bandmates issued statements expressing their devastation. The hotel balcony fall became one of the most discussed
RIP,
celebrity
bro.
deaths in recent years, raising
RIP,
questions
bro.
about hotel safety protocols and the
Seriously,
dangers
man.
faced by celebrities struggling with substance abuse. Michael Jackson. On June 25,
The GOAT.
2009, 50-year-old
Michael.
Michael Jackson was at his rented mansion in
Wait.
Los Angeles.
Y'all, as I'm the only one, but I dare used to be scared of Michael Jackson, and I'm still is to this day. I don't know why. When I just like see him, I'm scared. I genuinely don't know why. Like, I don't know.
Preparing for his This
I'm
Is It
scared right
comeback
now. I
concert
ain't gonna
tour,
lie.
Jackson had been struggling with insomnia for years and had employed a personal physician, Dr. Conrad Murray, to help him sleep. Around 12 p.m., Jackson was in his bedroom, receiving his daily treatment. Murray was administering propofol, a powerful anesthetic used in surgical procedures, through an intravenous drip. Jackson called it his milk because of its milky white appearance. This wasn't a sleeping pill. Propofol is what anesthesiologists use to render patients unconscious for surgery. Murray had been giving Jackson nightly propofol infusions for weeks so he could sleep. That day, after administering the propofol and other sedatives, Murray left Jackson alone in the bedroom to make phone calls. When he returned, Jackson wasn't breathing. Murray began CPR and called
Dang.
for help, but precious minutes had been lost. Paramedics arrived and transported Jackson to UCLA Medical Center. Doctors worked for over an hour trying to revive him. Michael Jackson was pronounced dead at 2:26 p.m. from cardiac arrest caused by acute propofol intoxication. The news broke online and literally crashed the internet. Twitter, Wikipedia, and AOL Instant Messenger all experienced
I know that
outages
jump
as millions tried to
crashed.
access information simultaneously. Dr. Conrad Murray was later convicted of involuntary manslaughter for administering the propofol in a home setting without proper monitoring equipment. Jackson's death revealed the extreme lengths he had gone to in pursuit of sleep, essentially undergoing surgery every night in his bedroom. Lisa Left Eye Lopez. On April 25, 2002, 30-year-old Lisa Lopez was driving a Mitsubishi Montero SUV on a highway in La Ceiba, Honduras. Lopez, known as Left Eye from the Grammy-winning group TLC, was in Honduras working on a spiritual documentary and recording music. She had brought cameras to document her journey of self-discovery and healing. Several passengers were in the vehicle with her, and a camera was rolling from the passenger seat, capturing their road trip. As Lopez drove along the highway, another vehicle appeared ahead in her lane.
Blur video? Even on your
Come on,
4K
bro.
screen?
Fries, bro.
One click and
Fries.
Tube
Put the
sets the
fries in the
highest
bag,
quality.
bro.
Lane. Lopez swerved to avoid a collision. The sudden maneuver caused her SUV to lose control. The Montero rolled multiple times across the roadway. The
Dang.
camera continued recording as the vehicle tumbled, capturing chaotic images of the interior spinning before the screen went black. Lisa Lopez died instantly from severe neck and head injuries sustained in the crash. Her passengers survived with
RP.
various injuries. When the footage was recovered,
See, see, I ain't gonna lie. If I'm in a car crash and the person I'm with survive and I die, God, can you please respond me? Because he gotta take his last breath with me. Cause if you in a car with me, you gotta take your last breath with me. I'm just gonna tell you like that.
it showed Lopez at the wheel just seconds before the fatal crash. The existence of video documentation of her final moments made the tragedy particularly haunting. But there was another layer to the story. Weeks before her own death, Lopez had been a passenger in a van that struck and killed a 10-year-old boy in Honduras. She had been
Yo,
deeply affected by the accident, paying for the boy's funeral and speaking to his family. In conversations recorded before her death, Lopez had expressed a belief that a spirit or curse was following her. She felt the boy's death was a warning or sign. Then, on a highway just weeks later, she died in a
that's
vehicle accident
crazy.
herself. TLC had been working on a comeback, and Lopez's death meant the group could never fully reunite. Her surviving bandmates were devastated. The crash footage has never been publicly released out of respect for her family, but its existence has fueled ongoing fascination with her final days in Honduras. Aaliyah, on August 25, 2001, 22-year-old Aaliyah finished filming a music video in the Bahamas. The R&B star and actress had spent several days shooting the video for her single Rock the Boat on the island of Abaco. The shoot had wrapped, and her team was preparing to return to Florida. A small twin-engine Cessna 402B had been chartered to fly Aaliyah and her crew back to the United States. However, the team had accumulated significant equipment and luggage during the video shoot. Everyone wanted to leave that day rather than wait for a larger aircraft. Around 6:45 p.m., Aaliyah and 8 others boarded the small plane at Marsh Harbor Airport. The pilot was
Okay.
30-year-old Luis Morales III. The Cessna began its takeoff roll down the runway. The plane lifted off but immediately struggled to gain altitude. Within seconds, the aircraft crashed just 200 feet from the end of the runway, slamming into the ground and bursting into flames. All 9 people aboard died. Aaliyah was killed on impact. Investigations into the crash revealed a cascade of negligence. The aircraft had been loaded with approximately 700 pounds more weight than its maximum capacity. The team's insistence on taking all their equipment had doomed the flight before it began. Additionally, toxicology tests showed the pilot had cocaine and alcohol in his system at the time of the crash. Records revealed that Luis Morales was not properly certified to fly the Cessna 402B. He had lied
Dang.
about his qualifications. The plane itself had questionable maintenance records. Every
See, y'all be making me scared to get on airplanes, even though I done been on a couple, bro. Y'all be making me scared now. Then I ain't gonna lie, I'm broke. I only been on Spirit before. It's not bad. Please come back. It's not bad. It's not bad as people seem it is. I only been on Spirit before because I'm really broke, bro.
factor that could go wrong had gone wrong. Aaliyah's death at 22 robbed the music world of one of its brightest rising stars. She had just completed filming the Matrix sequels and was at the peak of her career. Had anyone insisted on waiting for proper equipment, a certified pilot, or a larger aircraft, Aaliyah would have lived. Instead, impatience and negligence killed everyone aboard. Randy Rhoads. On March 19, 1982, 25-year-old Randy Rhoads was on tour with Ozzy Osbourne, traveling through Florida on the band's tour bus. Rhoads was one of rock's most talented young guitarists, having revitalized Osbourne's solo career with his virtuoso playing. The tour bus stopped overnight at a property in Leesburg, Florida, owned by the bus driver's family.
Oh
That morning,
hell no, I ain't gonna let you slide with this. Whoever edited this video, they lazy as shit because y'all just showed this as Michael Jackson house. Now there's Randy Reward's house. Oh hell no.
the bus driver, Andrew Aycock, decided to take a small Beechcraft Bonanza airplane that was parked on the property for joyrides. Aycock had a pilot's license. Though it had expired, he had also been using cocaine. Around 8 a.m., Aycock began taking crew members up for short flights. Randy Rhoads, despite a fear of
I
flying,
guess everybody
agreed
that
to
fly
go up in the
planes
plane.
just use
The
cocaine.
band's tour manager also boarded for the flight. Ozzy Osbourne was asleep on the tour bus below. As Aycock flew the small plane, he decided to play a dangerous prank. He would buzz the tour bus to wake up Osbourne and the sleeping band members. Aycock made a low pass over the bus. Then he circled and came back for another pass, flying even lower. On the second or third pass, Aycock misjudged his altitude. The plane's left wing clipped the tour
See, shit ain't a prank till niggas really die. That shit ain't a prank no more. It really happened, nigga.
bus. The impact sent the aircraft into an uncontrolled spin. The Beechcraft cartwheeled through the air and crashed directly
See?
into a nearby
It
mansion,
really
exploding
happened.
on impact. All 3 people aboard died instantly in the fireball. On the tour bus, Osbourne woke to the sound and impact of the wing striking the vehicle. He initially thought the bus had crashed. When he got outside, he saw the burning mansion and wreckage. Someone told him Randy was on the plane. Osbourne had lost his best friend and musical collaborator in a pointless prank. The tour was immediately canceled. Rhodes was buried in California, and the rock world mourned a generational talent cut down at 25.
Get exclusive Mortal Kombat 2 wallpapers for your PC.
By someone else's reckless stupidity. Sophie. On January 30th, 2021, it was just a normal day for 34-year-old Sophie in her third-floor apartment in Athens, Greece. The Scottish musician and producer had become one of the most
Alright, y'all scaring me now. I'm scared of shit.